All right. Everybody hyped up now? Yeah, sorry, I was just getting a couple last things ready, so just let the intro play, let you all catch that. I've already got 157 wonderful people on the stream, and I'm glad to have you here. Go ahead and say hi to a few folks. Let me get my chat set up. Here we go. I'm actually hoping, I asked MSI if they can send me one of their monitors to review. And if they send me that, I'll be able to take my current main monitor and it actually can turn vertical, and I can set it up better for being able to watch comments and stuff. Right now I have two vertical windows in it, but if I turn it vertical, it can still be horizontal. I can see better. Maybe hard to describe, but you really need two good monitors to stream. Well, if you want to see all the comments. But in any case, welcome. Thanks for being here. Let's say hi to a few folks. So, Alien, Marshall, Christoph, wonderful sponsor, thanks for joining. Indog, Hallow Wombat, Attila, Humongous, Vag Shells, yeah, I don't know, Gaming, hello, probably said it wrong. Trantor, wonderful person, thank you for being here. Tom Rogers, Marcas, Charles, Parzival, another great sponsor. LA, hello from the US, hope you're doing well in Greece. Gabo King, is that you? Sir Hangest, welcome. Another awesome supporter. I did a lot of multiplayer yesterday. Let's take a look at some of the campaign stuff. I'll be able to take some suggestions from you all as we go along, but I had a few things planned to show you. And I wanted to show you that, and then if you had other questions, I'll try and answer it while we're on here, because again, this stream hopefully is for you to find out, do I want to buy this DLC, or just show you what's in the update, what's coming for free. So that's what I hope that this is for you. Obviously, I'm not allowed to make a review on it. I don't really do reviews anyway, but I usually try to give you all a feel for it, and I will do that whenever the review embargo goes up. But this will allow you to make that decision for yourself, and that's better anyway, right? A bunch of people are saying they already bought it. Andrew Moreland, another awesome sponsor, thank you. Gigantic Asian, thank you for joining. Bob, hi Mr. Carthage's Descent. Hello Bob. Marty, I'm doing well. What's up with you? Anyway, let's take a look at the Dwarven forging system. And Ungram now starts with a Giant Slayer and a Slayer and a Thunderer. That's pretty cool. Let's just leave it set the way it is. What's their starting difficulty for this faction? Normal? Yeah, let's just try it, see what it's like. I'm not going to play like a whole campaign or something. I may, but this is not that. This is me showing you the forge. In fact, I kind of do want to play a whole campaign with Ungram, but do I use mods for the stream? Dr. Sick, I do whenever I'm doing campaigns. I usually show you those mods on the first campaign episode. But right now I'm not using any mods because this is a new patch and no one's mods have been updated for it. Bulk Temps, where's the badges? I have H for Havoc, he's working on it. He moved into a new house and his internet was sketchy. I'll catch up with him a day and find out where we're at on it. But yeah, I've already hired him to go through and work that for me. Sorry it's taken a while, but they will come, so hang tight.
Prevail in your ancestors' woes and carve a path of red ruin in the lost name.
Mod has a better camera. No, I'm actually not modded with the camera. What I do is I go into the preferences text file in the game, and you can change from the standard camera to a debug camera. And so I use the debug camera. It's actually not a mod. So I guess it's a mod because I changed the file, but it's not like a workshop mod. You can use it in multiplayer and all that other kind of stuff. The update comes out on the 31st, Tate. So be ready for it then. So this is the start position for Ungram Iron Fist, his starting army. Check out the stats on these Giant Slayers. I haven't showed you all these yet, but let's take a look at it. So that is some pretty incredible stats, it seems like, too. I'm trying to remember how to pin this. Do y'all remember how to pin it? Here it is. Now we got it. So weapon strength. Wow, 33 armor piercing and a bonus versus large at 30. Yeah, these guys are going to be a mess for anybody who gets tangled up with them for a long time. I'll tell you what's going to be the downside, though, is they still come with 0 armor, which they probably should, right? It's a trade-off. But they come with the 0 armor, which means that if they get hit by a cavalry charge or something like that, they're going to take a shellacking. And then high attack units are also going to do fairly well against them in the end, would be my guess. How does that weapon strength? So 48 weapon strength on standard slayers, and their armor piercing value is 16, which isn't bad. Bonus versus large of 30. So I mean, these guys will definitely be better against bigger monsters. Let's see, the 44 speed is some kind of buff coming from Ungrim, it looks like. And then the same thing with the melee attack. But yeah. Saw an Indie Pride video of Giant Slayers versus Norska Mammoths. They're amazing. Yeah, I imagine they're good. If the Mammoth keeps moving, though, the Giant Slayers may not be that great. It's going to be hard to say. The new starting position is cool. The only thing is I think the climate type is going to drive, you know, a lot of change. It says suitable climate. I'm not sure where it tells us about the climate here, but I'm pretty sure it's only for, like, freezing. Like, it shows the big mountain there. So I think that it's like freezing climates pretty much is what Ungrim likes, which is probably going to force you north to go retake Krakadrak and attack Norska, which you'd be well equipped to do with giant slayers. That's what it looks like. Because if we go further south, I mean, all of this stuff is still good. The mountain climate. I mean, you could go kill off the other dwarves. You start with Slayers from turn 1, and you can recruit Slayers from turn 1. Holy cow. It's this special building right here, the Slayer Shrine of Karat Kadrin. Climates are in the faction overview screen. Let's go hit it real quick. Yeah, here we go. So suitable climates, Wasteland, Frozen, and Mountain. Yeah, that's going to definitely limit you to some oddball climates. Unpleasant is Temperate, Chaotic Wasteland, Savanna, and Desert. And then Uninhabitable, Temperate Island, Jungle. I guess they get a little bit sweaty when they come out of the mountains. Yeah, that shrine is definitely new. That's crazy, man. Getting Slayers from turn 1, that's going to make Ungrim an absolute beast. Like, Slayers, wow. And you start with a Runesmith, too. Ungrim's going to be straight up, like, OP on the start. But Grombrindle already is, too. Here's the Book of Grudges, of course. Get off my chuffing land, grudge. Oh, man. This is why I want to play a Dwarf campaign again. So if you complete it, you get 30 Oath Gold. And this Oath Gold is what's going to drive the Forge. I like it. So capture Nashrak's lair. But yeah, the Oath Gold is what's going to drive the Forge. And you can see that this is going to be kind of like the Mortuary Cult. But it really fits the Dwarves in my mind. This makes a lot of sense. You know, like the way they're always mining and forging, and they don't have magic, so they're creating things, you know. Like this, I really like this. This is going to be nice. Let's see what's in here in terms of some of the items you can make. A Slayer's Axe. That's actually pretty decent for being only 30 Oath Gold and some iron. Ranger's Hammer, extra weapon strength. Veteran's Hammer. Expert Charge Defense. That would be cool for a Dwarf Lord, because then you couldn't get cycle charged to death. Wow. So, Miner's Pickaxe, a bonus versus infantry. That could be good if you expect to get in a bunch of blobs. Armor Sundering Attacks from your Lord. Now, that's actually pretty solid. Remember, these can go on a Lord or a hero, so that's pretty interesting. Ironbeard's Axe, weapon strength and melee defense. Troll Slayer's Axe, bonus versus large and flaming attacks. Then the vampires wouldn't like that one. Old Guard's Hammer, extra weapon strength when fighting Greenskin and Skaven. Dragon Slayer's Axe, bonus versus large is 16, 12% weapon strength, and passive ability Dragon Slayer's Axe, extra armor piercing damage, and extra weapon damage if the hit points are below 50%. So as your character gets taken down, he gets stronger. Let's see here. Gatekeeper's Hammer enables frostbite attacks, and it has the chilling aura. Ooh. That could make it hard for big things to get away from your Lord. Almost wish we had that one in multiplayer. Good grief. Perfect Vigor. Check that out. As long as the leadership's up, this one's gonna keep your Lord at perfect vigor. That's huge, actually. You haven't missed much, J-Feather. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. Let's look at Starbreaker here. Extra weapon strength, extra melee attack. Causes a discouraged effect. And then the heroic killing blow. And then Elfbane. I like that. That's pretty cool. Holy crap. 28% weapon strength when fighting elves. 14 melee attack when fighting elves. Magical attacks and magic resistance. That's pretty slick. Let's check out some more of this. Ranger's Cloak. Missile resistance. Speed. So it takes your speed down, but gives you more armor. The Veteran's Armor. Slayer's Bracers. Extra speed and charge bonus. Miner's Helm. Armor and Leadership. Old Guard's Armor. A 10% ward save when fighting Greenskin and Skaven. Trollhide. Magic Resistance Armor. Ooh, Stalk. That's interesting. And Snipe? Think about that on an engineer. Stalk and Snipe on this Prospector's Mail. Who thinks that's going to be kind of fun? What do you, tell me what you guys think of this Prospector's Mail. That's an interesting item. And you got to have wine in order to get that one too. Ironbeard's Armor, Fire Resistance. I don't know if that'll be hugely helpful. Dragon Slayer Scales, Physical Resistance and Causes Terror. That could be nice. Gatekeeper's Helm. Gives all your allies missile and magic resistance. Wow, you can be pretty resistant to magic. And then what we got here? Iron Warden's Shield. Extra damage resistance. Star Metal Plate. Wow, that's pretty sweet actually. That's a good one right there. Taking away melee attack. That's going to be real nice. Expert charge defense and a 20% ward save at the cost of speed, but you get a ton of armor. This thing's going to turn you into a tank. Absolute tank. Yeah, Trantor says that's going to be dirty on an engineer. That's true. Bulktimp's asking when I'm giving away the codes. When does that end? Does it end today or tomorrow? On the giveaway, I can't remember. Someone check out the ending time on it and tell me. If it's today, I could do it here. We could give away a few. But I have to send it to an email, one way or the other. Let's see, talismans. I'm just gonna look for like really good ones here. Wow, Vanguard deployment, that's kind of cool. Small ward save, fear, physical resistance, magical attacks. Old Guard, wow, replenishes hit points. That's gonna be sick on a Dwarf Lord. That's gonna make him super tanky. Yeah, 2 days left, so yeah, I'll announce it when we get there. Thanks for letting me know how much time was left. Weakness to fire damage for enemies. 20% ward save against Norska and Beastmen. That could be handy in this campaign as you move north. Dragon Slayer Fang. Trying to see. I don't see anything too crazy. Ring of Grimnir. That one's actually pretty solid right there. Immune to psychology, physical resistance. Yeah, some of these aren't too crazy, but that one's going to be pretty good right here. This Ring of Grimnir. William says all lords are inferior to Krokgar. I don't know. I disagree with that. Let's see if there's anything crazy in here. Wow, extra accuracy for allies in range. Think again. Put this on an engineer also. Holy crap. If you're losing in combat, 33% physical resistance and extra speed, immune to psychology, liquid fortification, replenishes hit points. So there's another one that can replenish hit points. Yeah, Dwarf heroes are going to get pretty tanky with all this stuff going on. A bombardment spell, strong versus a single unit. And then Horn of the Ancestors summons an ancestral spirit. What? I gotta see what that is. That's pretty cool. Recycle. Whoa, cool. You can recycle old items into Oath Gold. That's sweet. Nice. Good work, CA. So, that's pretty sweet. Let's take a look at the building tree here at Karak Kadrin. Karak Kadrin. Some people want me to pronounce it different, but whatever. Unlocks recruitment. So you can get Giant Slayers at tier 4, regular Slayers at tier 2. This takes away Chaos Tainting. Takes away Slayer upkeep costs. That's pretty nice. Hangar for Gyro Bombers. I think all that's pretty much the same. Mustering halls. Hall of Oaths. Ranger barracks. I don't think there's anything else here. So your runesmith recruitment's at tier 3. Someone asked about that. Here's your engineer recruitment at tier 4. Any other changes that I'm supposed to catch here? Did I miss anything you want me to see? I'm going to stay here for just a second and have you all tell me. If not, we'll go check out some other campaign start positions. Welcome, Reptile King. Reginald Puggington, thanks for joining. I enjoy the new special buildings for certain locations. Yeah, I think that's cool too, Trantor. It's a nice ad. Do you have to have the resources or just trade? You just have to be able to trade for them, Rob Thompson. As long as you're trading and you have them available to you, you can do it. So if you or a trade partner has them, you're good. Research tree. Oh, good call. Let's check it out.
I must fulfill my Slayer oath.
Yes, you must. I don't know if the research tree is did it change for dwarves? I didn't catch all the notes. This update's gonna be sick, Starman. I agree. I can't wait for you all to get it. You get Oath Gold from the Forged Chain building now? Maybe so, I didn't check that. I have not tried Norska yet, but we can go look at them and see where all their start positions are at. Yes, you can recruit Slayers from the start, Dankus. Right here. It's a tier 2 building now, for, but it's only at Karak Kadrin, because it's the special building you start with. Is there a list of new unique buildings? Yeah, it'll be in the patch notes. They already put up a Total War page. If someone wants to link to that that discussion where they told you about the new buildings, but whenever the patch notes come out, they'll probably list everything there, and that's usually like the day before the update. Can you start as Belagar and go see Sartosa? Does Belagar start somewhere different now? I haven't looked at it. Joshua Fisher says he got a new computer for this update. Congrats, man. That's going to be fun. Dankus asks, is the upkeep huge on Slayers? Yeah, it's 169, and on Giant Slayers it's 235. Dwarf upkeep is kind of high to begin with, though, so... But they also can make a ton of money. Dwarves have a really strong economy. Armory produces Oath Gold. Let's check it out. So, ways to get Oath Gold. People are saying that the Armory does it. Where was the Armory mustering hall? It's right here, right? Yeah. Oath Gold, 1 per turn, 2 per turn, 3 per turn. Yeah, it does. So you can get 3 Oath Gold per turn there. I think your Lords probably have a similar thing here too. Let's go into the skill tree. Miner's Instinct, Wallbreaker, Mason, Iron-Willed, Reassuring Presence, Wiring Mind, Oath of Forging. Yeah, 3 Oath Gold per turn right there is one. So it's not quite the same as it was in the Tomb Kings being down here, but you got this one up here. Throg equals Solar Engine Lunch. Yeah, he's probably Reptile King. I know Throg beat the crap out of my elves on that battle yesterday. That's no big surprise, though. Air, I've noticed you've been on a preposterous amount of gang ass lately. I'm gonna have to ask you to chill. What are you talking about? It's 32 Celsius in my room. Please send help. If you just go off of the metric temperature there, if it was 32 degrees Fahrenheit in your room, you'd be freezing. Alright, let's go check out the Norska starts. Do you all want to see the Giant Slayers in action real quick? Yeah, I'm sure you do. Let's just see Giant Slayers in action, and then we'll go check them out. We'll go check out some other campaign starts. This one's going to be mostly about campaign, but we can cover units and stuff too. But since I played multiplayer battles yesterday, not to say I don't want to play more, because I do, they were fun. But I want to do show you all some of the other changes in the campaign stuff. Hello, Kieran, Keith. I will slay some giants. Did you all like how I just assumed that you wanted me to go ahead and go into the fight against the greenskins? Alright, Slayers only. Sorry, Warriors. I'll bring the Thunderers and the Quarrelers too, actually. I wish they would update the Quarrelers and the Thunderers to not... Or the Thunderers and the Handgunners to not suck, also. Their line of sight is just terrible in Warhammer 2. They've never fixed it. Throg smashes silly elf things. Yes, he did. The Content Creator Squad FFA was fun. I'm glad you liked it, Thom. I'm actually probably going to put up a replay video of that, just so that everybody who wasn't there could see like a more cinematic version of it, and I can go catch the fights on the others. Happy Memorial Weekend to you, Emerson. Hope that everybody enjoys the weekend and gets a chance to remember those who paid the price for us so that we could get a chance to enjoy this weekend. So let's not forget that. And I know people in other countries don't celebrate the same, but you know, obviously for us in the States, good time to remember. Want to hear some lame jokes tonight? I don't know if I have a bunch of lame jokes, Nico. I'll see. Sometimes they just come out. Hello, J Featherboy. Welcome. I have already started a Alariel campaign. This is for Uncut Gaming. Yeah, so Uncut, I've already started an Alariel campaign. I'm going to continue that one. I'm probably going to do an Ungram campaign because I've been wanting to do another Dwarf campaign. And then I'm at some point probably going to... I never finished my Norska campaign on Warhammer 1, so we'll do that one too. So there's going to be quite a few campaigns. Me not having lame jokes is lame. I'm sorry, Halo. Hello, Gabriel. Welcome.
Fire! Reload! Fire!
What about SSAO, Lighting and Shadows performance? I haven't had a chance to really look at it. I've heard people talking about it, but I don't know if there's been improvements or not yet, Makia. Finished Krokgar. I'm not even sure. The original Krokgar campaign I started doesn't have Tomb Kings or some of the other stuff that was added in, so I'd really rather just start a new Lizardmen if that's what I was going to finish. I like how when you all put stuff in the chat like kill Urks, it like flags and hides it, and I've got to unflag it because it said kill. Alright, here we go. Let's let the Slayers do some slaying. Slayer's gonna slay.
Range far! Range fast! Runes of smiting upon...
Alright, here we go, folks. Slayer's gonna slay. Gonna kill some Urks. Let's get rid of these archers back here. Red Rune, huh? Ruin? Takes away melee defense, but gives them huge buffs to weapon and armor piercing damage. That's pretty cool.
It is a reckoning!
I'd be surprised if these Thunderers can even shoot. Yeah, they did. They got a little bit of a hill right there. So yeah, in case you were wondering, Dwarves are still going to own in the early campaign. I think Dwarves are probably one of the strongest factions in the game in early campaign. If you were playing like a legendary or very hard Greenskins campaign, Dwarves are just, oh, they're terrible early in the game to play against. Their units are so strong, so much armor, shields, like their leadership's so high for being low tier units. Like, I mean, they are brutal to deal with. Yeah, Slayers are still not good against cheap infantry, as you can see there. We took way too much of a beating. Slayers are fragile, but they can certainly cause a lot of damage. Thanks, Trav to the World. Says I'm killing it. Channel is the bomb. I appreciate it, man. If I'm killing it, it's because you all are helping me kill it, so thank you. Speaking of which, we got a ton of new sponsors to the channel last night. It was awesome. I think we got almost 10 on the stream. If you all want to sponsor the channel, if you're on a PC or a laptop, right above the chat, there's a way to click to sponsor the channel. When you sponsor, it's basically the same thing as giving me, you know, thousands of monetized views all at once. I understand not everybody can. That's fine. Not a requirement, but for those who do, it makes a huge difference. And if enough of you do it, who knows? One day it might make it where I can do this full time with you. It'd be a dream. But you know, really appreciate it. Makes a huge difference. You can see who's the sponsors in the chat. They got the little badges next to their name. And if you do sponsor, you're able to make requests, like naming a character or something after you in a campaign. And there we go. We already got a new sponsor. Rowan Church. Thank you, good sir. And the sponsor war continues. It was strong last night. Hopefully it's going to be strong today. Thank you, Rowan Church, for sponsoring. That's what it looks like when you sponsor. I get to call you out. I get to tell everybody how awesome you are. You get a big wah in the chat. Although it's taking longer than I want, there will be custom. I have a guy working on like a custom HeirofCarthage shield icon that'll go next to your name in the chat, and it'll change colors as you've been sponsoring for longer, and we're going to get some custom emotes. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you're on a mobile device, you got to go to the Android or the Apple Store and do it from there. You get the YouTube Gaming app, and then right next to the chat in the YouTube Gaming app. So anyway, let's go check out the other campaign starts. But thank you, Rowan. You're awesome. Is there something you want me to show you today, Rowan? Anything in particular that you want to see? I just exited the game. My bad. Wow, that's what happens when I'm talking and not thinking at the same time. Uncut Gaming, if you don't see the sponsor button, it could be that your country, it's not allowed. There are some countries where it's not allowed. What country are you in? Little Air is good, Gabriel. Thanks for asking. Both Little Airs. One of them's taking a nap, the other one's watching the Cars movie. They're pretty excited because we're going to take them to the pool. It opens on Memorial Day weekend, so when the stream's over, I'm going to go to the pool with the kids and the wife here. Miss Micro Air is back. He never left us, Magus. Belgium? I'm not sure. Has anybody else been able to sponsor from Belgium? Yeah, I know some people can't sponsor from their country. Understand. If you did want to, which you don't have to, again, I'm just saying, if you are in a country where you can't sponsor and you want to support, it won't pop up while I'm live on the air. I'm going to go see if there's a way for me to do that. But you can support on the Patreon page that I have. It's linked on my channel page. You can go there and you should be able to do that from anywhere. But again, not required. I'm just, if you really want to, that's where you can do it. And a lot of people support me there. Again, you all are fantastic. Very, very kind. And I love that the channel's growing. You know, it would be a dream of mine to be able to do this full time. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but if it grows, I would certainly be willing to give it a shot if you all push it that direction. So let's see. I got another new sponsor, Jake Ridgway. Thank you, Jake. He is not letting the sponsor wad die. Jake is stepping up to the plate. Gonna join the team, sponsor the channel. Let's give Jake a huge wah in the chat. I'm gonna go over here and see if, because sometimes the chat gets moving pretty quick and I miss things. Okay, no, I didn't miss anything. Jake, thank you. Wah, welcome to the Wah. Let's take a look at the start position for Crone Hellebron. And if we look at hers, hers is a harder start position. Sacrifice slaves to trigger a Death Knight. Death Knight spawns an allied. Oh, we got another sponsor, Trevor. Welcome, Trevor Barry. Thank you for sponsoring the channel. Thanks for joining in. The sponsor wall is indeed strong today. Trevor, if you or any of the other new sponsors, so Trevor, Rowan, Jake, if any of you guys want to see, we got, holy cow, another new one. Max, let's get the wall going for Max. You guys are blowing me up right now. Thank you. Holy cow, I'm like, I don't even know what to say. Thank you. Man, you guys are too kind to me today. So let's get another, let's keep the wah going for Max. So Max, you, and David Galloway. Wow, man, I can't even work right now. Thank you very much, David. This is a good problem to have. So David, Max, Trevor, Jake, Rowan, if you guys want to see anything, let me know. Thank you so much. David and Max, thank you as well for sponsoring. Thank you all. You guys are fantastic. Seriously, that's unbelievably kind of you. Really appreciate it. Tom says, stop sponsoring and let him play. Good problem to have, like I said. Good problem to have. But thank you. If you guys can't sponsor the channel, which I understand some of you can't, I don't have the money or I can't afford that. No problem. I understand it, right? This is a completely voluntary thing. So if you can't, I'll tell you what helps me a lot. Being subscribed to my channel, helping grow subscribers, that's huge. plays a big role in how much I can get exposure on YouTube and gain, like, you know, sponsors like MSI and other people. So that's huge, and it's a huge help. Liking videos, if you enjoy it, like if you enjoy the video and you put a like on there, again, that helps because it helps get things exposure. And just watching the videos helps. So there's a lot of ways to help me. Leaving comments, being a friendly part of the community on my channel, like all of those things are huge. And don't undercut the fact that, like, oh, I can't give money. Yeah, that is giving money, and in some ways it's better than giving money because you're helping my channel continue to be successful. So thank you all who support in every way. Alright, so this is Crone Hellebron. Have you all seen her stats? I haven't showed them yet on the channel. But here's her stats. She has poison melee attack, which is interesting. She's low armor, which means that she'll be a little bit squishy and vulnerable to missiles. But she does have, well, never mind. She's not going to be squishy at all. Holy crap. 40 physical resistance? Yeah, she's going to be pretty tanky, actually. Doesn't have a ton of hit points, but with the poison attacks and then that tanky physical resistance, what is resilience? Immune to horde infighting and snow attrition. That's cool. And courage. We got another sponsor. Holy cow. Hang on.
Let's go, lads!
Who was the next sponsor? So, Xavion. Thank you for sponsoring, Xavion. Holy cow, the WA is strong today. So thank you, good sir. Xavion, welcome. Really appreciate you sponsoring the channels. Let's get a big WA and thank you in the chat for Xavion. So yeah, Crone Hellebron is looking pretty strong here. And another one, Bill. Holy cow. Oh man, you guys are too good to me. Bill, thank you. Welcome to the group. Apparently it's a big group today. We're literally going to have a WA army going on soon. And the chat is just spamming away on the WA, so welcome. Welcome, welcome. She gets to start with Sisters of Slaughter, which is really going to be a tough unit early on. They've got 20% physical resistance, which they'll need due to their low armor. They are shielded, though, which is cool because they'll get... Oh, my goodness. We just got a... Oh, no, it's Bill. I thought we got another sponsor. I'm like, holy cow. Thank you, Bill. Thank you all. When we get to the end of the stream, I'll make sure and go back and list everybody off. Just make sure everybody got called out good. People are saying we want you to be able to live your dream of doing this full time. Well, if you guys keep this up, it may not take long, so thank you. You guys are too kind to me. Thank you. So, yeah, melee defense is huge. Look at that, 60 melee defense, the shield. This is going to be an interesting unit. They don't have much armor, but they're going to, I mean, with 60 melee defense, it's going to be hard for them to get hit. Captain Awesome, welcome. Hope you're having a good day. And then we got another new sponsor with Halo Zero. Welcome, Halo Zero. Good grief, the sponsor WA is huge. Thank you. And we've also got a pretty big stream going on right now. We got 418 people in. So glad to see the interest in this. Sinister, welcome. Let's all give a big thank you to Halo. If I said that right. Anyway, so yeah. These Sisters of Slaughter, and you start with an Executioner. So her army's going to be flipping strong to begin with here. And you got this Death Hag too, so you can get both of these sisters on a Cauldron, and it is going to be insane. Like, when you get both of them on a Cauldron, you're going to be able to, like, completely wreck infantry armies with Crone Hellebron. And she has specifically anti-infantry damage there, too. It's a bonus of 20, and she does pretty massive armor piercing, so she is going to be a tank in a big blob of infantry. For sure. Jacques, hello. Thanks for joining us from... Halo? Did I say it wrong? If I said the name wrong, you all tell me. I want to make sure I get it right. Gabriel in Moldova. I'm good, Caps Boy. Thanks for asking. And CJ joining us from Florida. Thank you, good sir.
Bewitching.
Let's see what else we got up here for Crone Hellebron. So this is, I should have looked at the little thing that tells you how to play. Can you pop that back up? Do y'all know? Is there any way to pop that back up? How they play or whatever? I can't remember. Advisor, help pages. Y'all let me know if there's a way to pop up. I got like the how they play. I can't remember. Let's see here. So this is the slave counts, the rights, the Sword of Cain. Another new sponsor, Chief Dreaming Owl.
Let's go, lads! 2 more!
Welcome, Chief Dreaming Owl. He's keeping the wah rolling. Let's get a big wah for him in the chat. Thank you, good sir. I appreciate you sponsoring the channel. If you guys have requests today, make sure and let me know what your request is. Sinister's in the chat, or if Awesome's still in the chat. If you ask for something and I miss it, they'll help bring it to my attention. Y'all let me know. So thank you so much for sponsoring Chief Dreaming Owl. I've seen you on the channel for a long time now, and I appreciate it. You've been a great supporter for a long time. Some of y'all may not notice that. I don't always get to respond to every comments, but I actually know some of you, like, not personally, obviously, in real life, but I know you from your comments and the things that you come on and provide, so thank you. Anyway, so, yeah, we've got starting position. What can you recruit with her from the beginning? Yeah, just Dread Spears. So this is going to be interesting, and as this fills up, let's see what the effects are. So, like, right now, the Crone stalks the lands and her followers revel in the slaughter. So lords have extra loyalty. Vigor loss reduction, that's cool. Physical resistance for Crone Hellebron and Witch Elves. Extra public order, I mean, that's pretty awesome stuff. Alright, Great Brook of Grudges giving us some lore here. He says, Sisters of Slaughter is actually a gladiator women that really fight against strong opponents. That's why they have the Trial of Blades and worship Eldrazor, god of Blade. That's cool. Thanks, man. Book of Grudges always dropping some sweet lore on us. And speaking of Book of Grudges, are you excited about what they're doing with the dwarves and the Forge and the Slayer King? Reptile King, like I haven't noticed you, man.
Blood Queen of Haganeth.
Alan says, Rep, we can all dream. Well, you just got noticed, Alan. I just can't get to everybody because it gets so busy. I wish I could. Anyway, anything else you all want to see with Hellebron? I'm going to leave it here for a second. You all tell me in the chat if there's anything else you want to see.
A chill wind blows.
You can send as many replays as you want, Dreaming Owl. It's not bugging me. I like it when people send me replays. When's the HeirofCarthage convention? Man, I don't know. That's a good question. I wish I could have one. That'd be a lot of fun. Doomfire Warlocks unit testing. That's a good idea, Blinky. We need to check that out. Supreme Sorceress. Yeah, we can check them out too. Sisters of Slaughter in action. Did you know that Crone Hellebron was voiced by Grace? See, I didn't know that. That's cool. I don't remember if I've ever gotten... I have gotten to meet Grace in person. I don't know if I ever really got to stop and talk to her, but I've seen her before, like at Gamescom and other stuff, like working the booths. Most of the time, I'm either talking to Al Bickham or Dogbert. I've worked with Joey, and then back in the day, Will and Craig. They're not there anymore.
Cold penetrates my bones.
I already covered the Dwarf Changers known as Jesus. We checked them out earlier. Whenever this comes up as a video on demand, you can go check that out. Can we see her spells? Whose spells? Hellebron doesn't have spells. She's not a sorceress. Giant Slayer slaying giants. Way Watchers versus Shadow Walkers. Yeah, let's head out of here and let's go test, like, oh my goodness. Uncut Gaming found the sponsor button. Let's give Uncut Gaming a big thanks. Glad you were able to sponsor. Thank you so much. Keep the wah rolling. My goodness, we are headed to well beyond a record for the number of sponsors in one stream because we've only been going for 40 minutes and already it is crazy. Thank you so much, Uncut. Really appreciate it, man. Let's give him a big wah there. So let's check out Doomfire Warlocks. That's what someone wanted to see. We'll pick Haganeth so that we can see the specific faction for Crone Hellebron. And Doomfire Warlocks are light cavalry. I have gotten to use them a little. They're an interesting unit. They're like a specialty unit. I almost kind of think of them like Sisters of the Thorn, right? They have this niche role to play. I don't know how like devastating they'll be in multiplayer or not, but they're going to be an interesting unit for sure in campaign in the sense they have this magical and poison attacks. They're a light cavalry. Their armor's very low. So it's just something that you have to keep. Charge bonus is quite good. Weapon strength is good. It kind of makes them in some ways like It makes them in some ways kind of like Wild Riders. Their attack's a little lower, but because they have the poison, good charge bonus, weapon strength, they're going to be a little bit like Wild Riders, except with like these magic things. Sorry, Reptile King, it was blotting out your comment there, so I brought it up. It says, thanks for giving me the confidence to make my own content. Well, I hope it's going well for you, man. And then Book of Grudges has another one for me. Death Knight is the only knight that you can do everything, no rules whatsoever in Harganeth. I didn't know that Dark Elves had rules. Show the new Hydra. Yeah, we'll take a look at it. Alright, so yeah, Doomfire Warlocks. I think they're going to be kind of like the Dark Elf version. Whoa, that physical resistance. I forgot about that too. Well, let's test them out. Let's have some fun with them. Let's see what they do. We'll just put a Dreadlord in here, and we're not going to use them for anything. And let's go over and let's pick a faction here. I'm just trying to think. What would we want to pick? Like someone who's got some skirmishers. How about some dwarves, actually? No, because dwarves are heavily armored. Let's pick the Empire, actually. This will be... We can pick the Empire, just stick a Lord out here. Take all these items off just so it's a little more normal. And let's throw like some swordsmen out here. These guys are kind of a low armor unit. Crossbows are a low armor unit. Let's just kind of see what the Doomfire Warlocks can do to these types of units. Should be fun. Now they come with spells built onto them too, like Soul Blight and Lesser Doom Bolt. So that's part of the reason why they cost so much, is because they have these bound spells. Do the new Executioners beat Swordmasters? Good question. It's going to be hard to test, because right now I can't, like my second Steam account where I can hook up my laptop at the same time, I can't do that yet because this hasn't been released. So I can't do like a person-on-person test just yet. So it'll be harder for me to tell. I mean, I'll tell you what, this Hex is going to make people a lot weaker. Let's just test these guys out, see how much damage they can do. They're definitely pretty squishy. We're getting beat up when we get in here. There's the Doom Bolt, if you all wanted to see it. But those spells, I mean, allowed me to do a lot of damage, that's for sure. They look cool. We'll get a close-up of them here in just a second. We got another sponsor. I didn't catch the name. Hold on, I'll come check out the name. Let me pause it so I can go say hi to the sponsor, Blinky. Thank you, Blinky, for sponsoring the channel. Let's keep the wah going for Blinky in the chat. Give him a big thank you. Thank you, Blinky. Really appreciate your support, making this channel awesome. So thank you. Really appreciate it. We are definitely going to have like record sponsors here. Yeah, I mean, these Doomfire Warlocks look really cool. The attacks they have, like here, you can see their magical attacks. I'm not sure what their niche is yet. Do you guys have any ideas? I mean, they're obviously wrecking a lot of these lightly armored units, but they are very expensive. If they got hit by like a heavily armored cavalry too, I would be very concerned about their survivability. Maybe good for rear charging and stuff. Their Vanguard deploy, so sneaky ambushes. And the Turin stream, they did really well. Okay. Take your word for it. I just haven't gotten to test them against people, so it's always kind of hard for me to tell what units are going to do until I get to use them against actual people. Mix them with heavier cav, that's an interesting idea. Good as anti-artillery Vanguard with the Doom Bolt. Is Doom Bolt good against artillery? I could see that. Saying they're better than Sisters of the Thorn? I don't know, man. When they finally nerfed the Sisters of the Thorn a little bit, those Sisters of the Thorn, they are strong. People are saying the Doom Bolt does nothing. That's kind of what I was thinking. I haven't seen it be super effective yet. I'm going to Doom Bolt myself. It's going to miss. Nope, it hit. It did a little damage there. Wasn't great. Support role with other cav and infantry. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, they're definitely doing a lot of damage to these lower armor units, which is kind of where I figured they would be useful. Bear in mind, there's a Lord beating on this unit over here. But this spell too, this Soul Blight, 25 seconds of an armor loss and weapon damage loss, that could be huge in multiplayer actually. And the Vanguard deploy is helpful. Alright, Great Book of Grudges says, this is what happens if you became a male sorcerer. Your soul would be eaten by Slaanesh, and you constantly need to sacrifice to save your souls. Holy cow, we got another sponsor, Kevin.
There's no lights! Two more!
I don't know how to pronounce your last name there, Kevin, but Kevin, welcome. Thank you for being a sponsor of the channel. The WA is strong today. Thank you. Let's get Kevin a big WA. And again, as all of you new sponsors here, if there's something you want to see today while I'm on stream, let me know. Happy to do it. And if you rejoin us on like a campaign stream or a Surviving Mars stream, I'm happy to name stuff after you. Anything you want there. This means that we're probably over 80 sponsors in total on the channel right now. And that's just a little over a month. So, thank you very much. Anyway, so that was Doomfire Warlocks. Let's go look at some more units. Kevin says, no worries, love your content. Yeah, I didn't want to slaughter your last name there. If that is your last name or just part of your username, whatever it is. Thank you, Kevin. Really appreciate it, man. Some people were asking about the Supreme Sorceress units. They're basically, I mean, they're Sorcerer Lords, so that you have that option. You don't have to pick a, you know, Marathi or something to have a Sorcerer Lord, which is a really cool deal. You can get Shadow, Beast, Death, Fire, and Dark. So a lot of different options here. And then I haven't looked at their special items here. Good morning, Notiel. Sorry if I said it wrong. Let's see here. A wind spell, Black Horror. Haven't seen this before. Major magical damage can disrupt unit formation, strong versus multiple units. We need to check that. Damage resistance. Yeah, Black Horror, damage resistance. I wonder if they're all the same or some of them have different things. So far, they're the same. That's kind of lame. It would have been neat to see a few differences here. Hopefully, they'll do something about that. Let's check out what that breath spell does, actually. Wind spell. It's a wind spell, my bad. I'll just keep the Doomfire Warlocks. Let's put this on there. First streamer ever. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. Notial. Notial, however you say it. Yeah, sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Let's go check out this wind spell. Push for 500k subs. Man, Gabriel, I feel very lucky to have the 230,000 subs I do. It's fantastic. It continues to grow, and I thank you all. And like I said, if you're someone who doesn't have money to support the channel like that, just being subscribed to my channel, find friends who want to be subscribed to the channel, help me out. That stuff is a huge help to me. Huge help. Cannot be overstated. Let's go create a blob and try this wind spell on it. You only get to use it once. So let's make sure that these guys are fixed into a position before I use it. Hang on, resume battle. Just cancel the spell. Okay, here's a nice little... Let's see what it does. Come on, let it rip. I must have been out of range. Here it comes. Whoa. Looks really cool. Check that out. Wow. What'd y'all think of that? Look at that damage, too. 54 kills. Look at that thing. It just crawls right along the ground. It's like a Wind of Death. It's just a little bit slower. So it'll be easier to dodge. But, man, it did some damage. Wow. Yikes. Man, that did some damage. Alright, well, Supreme Sorceress. That's a nice ability to bring along. Whoa. I love stuff like that. I like how they take the spells and, like, I know it's just a wind spell and we have other wind spells, but man, I love seeing stuff like that where they just continue to add to the game. Can you see the item on the unit card? You should be able to. Let's double check. Yeah, you can see it right here. So you could scout for it in case you needed to. That's Archaon's Diarrhea. Yeah, pretty much. Death Eaters. Alright, some people wanted to see this. This won't be like a perfect test. Let's see here. Great Sword, Infantry. What is their special... Guardian. Okay, so if there's a lord or a hero nearby, it gives them extra physical resistance. That's their special ability, and they pick up Frenzy, which, yeah, is most definitely not present on the standard one. And of course, their stats are going to be a little higher. So, extra melee defense, attack, leadership. I'm still not sure if these executioners will straight up defeat a swordmaster. They might because of the higher stats. Let's go take a look. It's going to be hard, like I said, it's going to be difficult to test on here because the AI doesn't cooperate. The prince will like join into the fight and stuff. I'll try it though. I'm going to put 2 swordmasters out there and I'll put another executioner. Let's let's just have some fun here. Let's see how this Sisters of Slaughter stands up. I don't think they will, but I just want to see it. It says that I have a huge advantage here. It must be because of my Sorceress. Another new sponsor, we got Hibernia Scholar. Let's give a big thank you to Hibernia. Keep the sponsor wah going. Thank you, Hibernia. Let's get him a big wah. Appreciate you supporting the channel. You guys are amazing. Like, we are definitely setting a record today for sponsors. Sponsor wah is strong. People are talking about Total Biscuit. I was never able to meet Total Biscuit. I didn't know much about him. I knew that he was fighting cancer, but that was about it. And I knew that, you know, he made videos that a lot of people liked. So it was definitely sad to hear. It seemed like that there was a lot of people, family included, obviously having to struggle with that big loss. And obviously my empathy and sympathy for them. Hope that they get through the hard time. Let's see if we can keep the prince out of the fight. Alright, we got the Sisters of Slaughter. My guys are a little wider than the elves here. I'm going to try and narrow it up and try and get a more even fight. Wow, those executioners hit hard on the charge. Oh, I forgot to check and see if there was... Yeah, there's probably effects from my Prophetess in play here, so, or my Sorceress. That was a mistake. Yeah, these Sisters of Slaughter are getting chewed up. The Martial Prowess is about to drop on these guys, and they may actually lose this. Now, of course, it's hard to say whether or not the AI actually charged me properly, so not going to be a decisive test. Well, thank you. So, Hibernia Scholar says, I've been watching you for ages in Ireland. Thought it was the least I could do to sponsor for the entertainment. Thank you very much, man. And I really hope that I continue to entertain you here. I really appreciate it. Very, very kind. Wow. Again, I don't know if the charge from the AI was correct. It's hard to say exactly what happened here with against those Swordmasters. The Sisters of Slaughter holding out for a long time, though, and they're cheaper. So, pretty impressive performance, nonetheless. Especially since they're up against an armored infantry unit. That physical resistance definitely paid off, but it's not enough. That Executioner just laid waste to those guys, but again, I need to test against a person. It's always hard to tell. See how these Executioners hold up for the rest of this fight. This guy's definitely put a beating down, but like I said, testing against the AI like this it's always quite subjective. Always quite subjective. Why are executioners so much fun to use and watch? Well, they just are. Who knows, man? They're tanky. Now, after martial prowess is gone, executioners are a better unit by the stats. And so I'm not entirely surprised that you're seeing a really good performance here by these executioners, because the martial prowess was gone on this unit already. Hibernia Scholar asked me, has there been any development on having people on the channel, like someone to talk through lore? It's a good question. I'm not sure if I'm ready to get there or not, because I got to think through that. Like, whoever it is, I got to make sure I come up with a good contract. I'd have to figure out ways to keep my channel secure so that person couldn't, like, you know, you never know what people will do. I'm sure I could find someone good. Wow, that was actually a pretty impressive performance here. So I'd have to make sure that someone couldn't hijack my channel. Someone's gonna have the right content. I'm definitely thinking about it, and I would love it, Hibernia, but not sure yet if I'm ready to make that jump, but I'm certainly still considering it. So I'd have to find someone that feels like they fit the channel, someone that you all enjoy, someone I can trust. I'd have to have a contract. Like, there's a lot of work that would have to go into it. And like I said, I'd have to make sure I can secure, like, have a way to put their stuff up and still keep my channel secure, because, like I said, you never know when someone might do something. Air doesn't want dark elf porn on his channel. That's right, Kevin. That's right. So, anyway, that unit was pretty tough, man. That frenzy is going to give them the extra melee attack, and that could also be driving the performance. Like, if the AI charged me properly, that extra weapon damage and melee attack could be enough, because it's already a pretty close fight between executioners and swordmasters. It's already a pretty close fight. What else do you all need to see here? I'm going to let the chat guide me a little here. So what's the new Hydra? Okay, that was the first one people called off. Chill of Sontar. Let's check it out. All right, let's see here. Chill of Sontar. So he's got the Frostbite, which takes away speed. Terror regeneration. Is regeneration on the normal? Let's put a normal Hydra up so we can see the difference. Frostbite causes terror. Fiery breath, frost breath, and the frost breath probably had a placeholder. Check that out, PH. The frost breath. Powerful explosion, strong versus a single unit. Let's see. Regeneration. Another takes its place. Hit points are less than 50 replenishes hit points of combatants on self. Is that the same over here? Yes, it is. Okay. Is there any other major difference I'm missing here? I don't see it. But it looks like just the frostbite thing, which is going to be pretty expensive. But it's also a level 9 Hydra, so talking about 10 more leadership, 9 more attack, 10 more defense. So, what do we want to test the Hydra? Do we want it to smash up some infantry? Let's let it smash up some infantry. How about it smash up some dwarves? That'll be fun. Oops. Dwarves. Just clear that. Just put a few warriors in here because they're armored infantry, and let's see how this thing can do. Didn't the Dark Elk get new cavalry? They got the Doomfire Warlocks that we just looked at. Breath applies the frostbite effect. I could see that. Whoa, it's a cool looking unit. Check that out. What do y'all think of that unit model? Hydras already look pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. That looks good. Let's take the Hydra in here and do some work. Alright, so new Hydra. Definitely wins in the looks department. A cool unit, yes. It was not a bad pun, but I guess it came out that way. Hydra looks like me in the morning. Nice. Good job, Eric. Love it, man. Alright. What's the range on this breath attack? Let's get in here and try it. Here we go. Let's watch the breath attack. Ooh. Dat Frost Breath. Holy moly. Got 30 kills off that. See how well this Hydra does. Let you all watch him tear up some Dawe for a minute while I read the chat. Have to turn the scroll speed down so I don't scroll too far. There we go. How do you remove the UI? You can hit the K button, Lord Kira. And if you hit Alt and K, it does like like if you push Alt and K, it does like the cinematic bars on it like that. So that's Alt K. And then this is just K. You can push it again to exit. How much longer do I be streaming for, Bill? Probably a little while still. What else do you want me to show you? Should we do a quest battle? Do we want to, like, what do you all want me to do? Play some campaign for a while? Custom battles? Units? Like, what do you want to see? I think I've showed you all most of the things that I wanted to when I got on. We got to check out the new Dwarf Forge. Are you talking about like this zoom button? You can push in to zoom up, and you can use the mouse wheel to scroll when you do it. Campaign. Do y'all want me to start some Ungram campaign? Should we start an Ungram campaign and play it? Because Ungram's the next one that I was wanting to start. Yeah, the animations are pretty awesome. This Hydra is he's in his element right now, right? Armored infantry that's not great on attack, so it puts him in a good place. Looks like a few people want to see a quest battle. Most people want to see campaign, it looks like. Oh, people want to... I think I showed Shadow Warriors yesterday, didn't I? Oh, I haven't tested the Pegasus Riders. Good call. We're going to look at the Pegasus Riders, and then we'll do the Ungram piece, okay? So, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll check the Pegasus Riders. Let's do that right now, actually. Good call. Good call. Pegasus Riders. Where are they at? It's not going to be under monsters. Cavalry and chariots. Doomfire Warlocks. Very fast. Is this the Pegasus Riders? Slicious Harvesters. No, because they're still 45. Which... Remind me where the Pegasus Riders are. Was it it's a regiment of renown, right? Knights of the Ebon Claw. It's this... No? Y'all remind me where it's at. Missile Cavalry? Some people are saying. Cold One Chair. Oh, yeah, Repeater Crossbow. Raven Heralds. Repeater Crossbow. Yep, there it is. Let's check them out. So here they are. I'll let you get the view of them. Wow, that's pretty cool looking. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Dark shards with wings? Yeah, I know, Tom. That's pretty much what they are. Well, if they're missile cavalry, we all know Ninja Hunt has an instant hate of them. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on missile cavalry. I don't hate them, but they can be annoying in the right situations. But I mean, to me, missile cavalry are so much easier to deal with in these games than like if you ever played. Did y'all ever play Rome 1? Catching missile cavalry was 100% impossible. It was not going to happen. And so that to me was a lot harder. Wow, 58 missile damage. Let's check out the armor piercing value here. Wow, 22 armor piercing. 105 speed. They don't have a ton of attack. Charge bonus is low, so they're definitely going to be kind of a niche unit. They're not going to do a lot of damage when they get down into melee. But they are obviously capable of getting into positions behind enemy lines. Maybe taunting enemy flyers because of how fast they are. They can't fire behind themselves either, which is going to be a weakness. So they can't fire in every direction. So if they get chased, they're going to be in trouble. Range is relatively short. At least you could turtle up in that game as Rome. Yes, you could, but at the same time, man, there was a lot of ammo in Rome 1. If you turtled up, you were going to be in for a missile storm that was probably like 15 minutes long. Now, granted, some units it took a long time for those missiles to do damage, but still. You know, William says, how much sweeter could this game get with Warhammer 3? You know, I was wondering the same thing with Warhammer 2, and here we are. And it's a lot better in many, many respects. And so, CA has been killing it with Warhammer, and I hope they continue to do so. In fact, I like Warhammer so much now that I can't even play the historical games, even when they're good. It just makes it hard. Yeah, so these guys definitely cause some damage with their armor-piercing missiles. Their ammo, relatively limited. It's pretty normal, it seems like. But, I mean, if you're getting behind units, they're going to do a lot of damage with this kind of missile damage. Air, did you know there's a Warhammer model store in Springdale? No, I didn't. Crap, man, I'm going to go down there. Where's it at in Springdale? That'd be a cool thing, too. Maybe I could get the Warhammer model store to, like, do a special event with me, and if there's any local viewers or other people, we could have, like, a special Warhammer event. I could come down, meet some people. That'd be fun. Yeah, I mean, these guys definitely going to do a lot of damage. Versus Dwarf Warriors is probably not worth it. But I could see that maybe you could find a right target for these guys. They're not going to be great in melee, but that's not their purpose either. Do you get proper Games Workshop stores in the States? I don't know, because I've never been to a proper Games Workshop store, William. So I'm not really sure. Look up T-shirt explosion. It's a couple minutes off the highway near the Whataburger. Okay. Is it like a combination store, or is it like an actual Games Workshop store, or is it just some kind of store that has some Game Workshop's models? Kind of curious. Like, it's like the official thing. That spell, though. Look at that. So freaking cool. I do not have merchandise, Alien. I've thought about it, but then again, didn't know whether or not people would really be into that kind of thing, or could I make something that's really exciting or fun enough for someone to want to buy, right? It's not a branded store, but a lot of people play Warhammer games there. Well, that's cool anyway. I might talk to him because I'd like to buy a couple of Warhammer models just to keep around. I don't have all the stuff to actually build any. Alright, there we go. Let's go do the campaign. Some of y'all wanted me to play some Ungram campaign for a little bit. I don't think this will be the official start to my Ungram campaign, just unless it's really epic, and then we might keep it. But, otherwise I'd like to start that campaign. And I was thinking I wanted to do one campaign, so like and you all tell me what you want, but like I started the Alariel campaign. I'm going to have Alariel and Ungrim going at the same time. I want one of them to be like a streaming campaign where we always play it on stream, and I was thinking the other one could be like my traditional campaign. That way there's a good mix, and people, or should I just mix it up to where there's some normal episodes in both and some streamed episodes in both? Because I know some people don't like the streamed episodes. He's on Facebook if you want to look him up. TSE Gaming. Thanks. Appreciate it, Eric. I might check it out. I had no idea.
I am Tyrion, heir of Anarion.
The Slayer in me seeks.
These videos got me into Warhammer 40k, and I've started an Adeptus Mechanicus army. That's cool. I haven't looked at any of the 40k stuff, but I'll tell you what could be interesting. I mean, I'm not really into 40k, but since Games Workshop and CA have already worked together, wouldn't it make sense for them to just do like a 40k Total War? And it could be the first Total War that kind of goes and tests like the whole space thing. There could be space battles, and you could battle in space to make your way down to the planet to have the battles. Like, I mean, it could be a pretty cool game. It'd be something I'd really like to see Creative Assembly explore, because there's some other things, like Creative Assembly already did some work with Microsoft on Halo Wars. Could you do like a Halo Total War like that, where it's, again, just thinking a little outside the box. I don't know if all these fit, but I'm just saying there could be some really cool fantasy ideas. I still think one of the coolest fantasy Total Wars would be the ancient Rome type of setting, ancient world setting, but it's like Age of Mythology in Total War. So Total War mythology, and you could put like all kinds of different factions in Egypt, Rome, Greece, like Carthage, if they had cool stuff, Atlantis, the I see, you know, like kind of like the Britain tribes and stuff, or Celts. You could do Celts. You know, there's so many factions. You could, like, Vikings would need to be in it. You could do so much cool stuff. You could do so much cool stuff. Anyway, let's get this campaign rolling. We're gonna need a place to recruit Dwarf warriors. I can't have, like, or I don't know, I guess I could have an all-Slayer army, but probably not the smartest thing. Grudge throwers wouldn't hurt either. Let's build this here, and we'll put the smaller barracks when we retake Nashraq's lair to settle this grudge here. The get off my chuffing land grudge. This is like me as an old person. Get off my lawn, you kids.
Yes.
Alright.
My command is attack.
Let's fix the camera. Well, we'll fix it here in a minute. We fought this earlier, so I'm gonna see how bad the auto-resolve screws us over. Not bad. We'll take it. Total War Mad Max.
Beards in belts. I grow restless.
Yeah, let's just push forward with Ungrim, and we'll go retake Nashraq's lair. Khazad Irkulaz, however you say that, and then Karak Ungor. We definitely want Ungor. Let's fix... We want to start getting as many trade resources as we can so we can use the forge. And we're going to have to build up some oath gold. Let's see here. Got it. Ready to go. Let's get our research started. I want to start buffing up Dwarf Warriors, Militia Training. Yeah, all the stuff for Dwarf Warriors can be pretty insane. And the Levy Missile Warriors too. Let's start with these. There's still some sound bugs in campaign that they need to fix. That they mentioned it when they gave us this, so hopefully they do get it fixed. I'd hate to see them release more bugs into the game. There are quite a few bugs in Warhammer 2, which is disappointing. The game is so good that you can kind of go past them, but there are a lot of them, and I really hope they put some focus on getting rid of them. Dwarves need polar bear cavalry? That would just be hilarious. Senshi Bat, welcome to the stream, man. It's good to see you. Guy, you're like a staple in all my videos in the comment section. Thank you for being there and always commenting and making things fun. Total War Elder Scrolls. I don't know much about Elder Scrolls. It's probably heresy to most of you, but
onward to death.
Get some replenishing. Should we put let's put a couple more units of Slayers in the hey, why not make it 3? 1, 3, it's all the same. Make a dwarf nuke. Oh man, that'd be cool. Oh, Hibernia Scholar asked to get a runesmith named after him. Sure. What do you want me to name him, Hibernia? I'll name the runesmith after you since you asked. Karak Ungor. Name a dwarf Kristoff Mugchug. Like just one of the dwarves. I only have this runesmith. Hold on here. Make sure I get this right. Let me go over to my chat. Hang on, I'm trying to do a request here for those who were kind enough to sponsor. I'll change the name. Now I have to think of a name. Well, right now we'll just put Hibernia Scholar on here, okay? So that I don't forget. And then when I get it, do you want me to name a unit, Kristoff, or was there?
Onward.
Did you want me to wait till I get another lord or something? Just let me know what you're thinking.
Yes, my oath is intact.
Encore Nutlugger, Mini-Me. People coming up with some pretty funny names there. We got another new sponsor, MD. Keeping the WA going. The sponsor WA is not over on this chat. It completely took over the stream earlier, and MD is making sure it stays. Thank you, MD. Keeping that sponsor WA rolling. Unfortunately for the Greenskins, the WA is against them right now. They're going to feel the full force of Heir's WA army as the Dawi. I know, right? That's got to be a grudge.
What?
Alright, we're gonna retake Nashtrak's lair, get us some Oath Gold. Let's see here. Let's just occupy. Alright, we got some Oath Gold. We still can't make anything in the Runic Forge, but if we start getting the spices here, which I'm going to leave that building for growth, we're going to need that. Are we at war with these guys down here? No. Alright, let's head north and secure this territory.
I am the Slayer King.
You are the Slayer King. I'm glad you've recognized that. Small vigor loss reduction, dwarf warriors and miners. Great green nemesis. Hang on, MD are my initials. My username's actually Mr. Hanky, but Google's kind of strange. Okay, well thanks MD, appreciate you sponsoring, man. Alright, let me see if I've missed anything else here. Alright. Gabriel asked me how I like Arena. I actually like it a lot. I've just been so busy with surviving Mars and Total War and like all that. I just haven't played it much, but it's great. I mean, it's honestly, Total War Arena is probably one of the best free games that I've ever played. Extremely daring death blow. Hang on, let's see what these are here. Determined death blow. Constant around self if hit points are greater than 50%. Extra armor piercing damage and weapon damage. Oh, it's disabled if it's less than 50% or greater than 50%, my bad. So if we go below 20%, we get even more physical. Let's do the extremely daring death blow. That'll be fun. Put that on there first. And then the runesmith, our Hibernia Scholar here. Eric, can I please get a weaponsmith named after me? Can we rename buildings? I'll go look. Weaponsmith. Do we have such a building? Siege workshop, gunsmith, foundry. What do you mean by weaponsmith? Let me know what you mean. Bulk temp, and I'll check it out.
It is time.
MD says, I feel like Arena's flown below everyone's radar. It probably has, just for that very reason. Like I said, it's a great game. In fact, it's probably my favorite historical-based game right now, even though it's not, you know, like completely history-based, because it's an arena. But you all know what I mean. So...
to die in battle.
Let's keep doing that. Oh, the sound worked right there. That was weird. Haven't... Shouldn't be weird, but it is. Let's get the growth. Arena's very dependent on teammates. It can be in us, but I sit on the couch and I've played it just kind of as a casual before, and it was just fine for me. Maybe it gets worse as you level up, but like even up to like tier 5, I didn't have any problem just kind of playing. If you're not like too into everything having to be a win. I played it some without buying gold. I played it some with buying gold. I mean, buying the gold units definitely helps speed things up for me, but it wasn't like... It didn't give me some kind of like unfair advantage, because as you level up and get better units, your opponents are getting them too, and it's putting you in matches against them, so you kind of stay on close to the same ground, honestly. As long as the matchmaking works fine. Alright, Hibernia says, could you name the runesmith Concapar Red Hand? Sure. I don't know if I said it right, but I'll go rename him for you. Irish version of my first name. Connor. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll go do it for you, man. The runesmith, though, I already named him for Hibernia bulk temp, so you'll have to find a different character or a unit or something like that. Because I don't have any other characters to name right now, because Ungrim, I don't think we can rename him. He would slay us. Alien says free sounds expensive. It can be, if you spend money on all the optional stuff. Free can be pretty expensive. It certainly can be. Alright. Let me hang on, let me... Concob... Har... Red Hand. So this is for Hibernia. There you go, man. Just for you.
I grow restless.
We've been on streaming for an hour and 25 minutes. When I get off is going to depend on when the littlest heir wakes up from his nap. Because then I told the kids we'd go to the pool, and they will not forgive me if I don't make that happen. MD's asking, Warhammer 1 and 2, is there any must-have DLC? I've got both games, and I see it's a lot of DLC. Do y'all have any recommendations for MD? Oh, man, let me think about that for a second. Must-have DLC. Oh, boy. There's a lot of good ones. Tomb Kings is a really fun one for me. I would highly recommend that one. I don't know, do you all have any other recommendations?
Anat, Karakadrin attacks.
I would probably say Tomb Kings would be the top one, just because they have like their own kind of... Their campaign is really fun. It has like its own objectives, stuff like that. It's really pretty neat. But there's a bunch. Someone said must have all. Well, yeah, I mean, that's definitely the way I feel about it, but... Tainted, Wallbreaker. Gonna do Route Marcher. That'll be a good one to have for now. Runesmith. Let's do Oath and Steel. Oh, no, hang on. Let's do this one. Master of the Forge. Try and get more Oath Gold. Undead are not a vampire faction, but they are, the Tomb Kings are not a vampire faction, but they are undead. Ooh, wow, we're up against some Pretty big armies up here, actually. Those are some pretty significant armies. Haven't checked anything to see whether we could get trade. We can't open trade with anybody because we're starting so far up here. That's going to be a little bit rough as a dwarf player. Melee attack. Let's just kind of keep doing some research there. Starman says all the DLC is great. I have to admit, I agree with him. All the DLC for Warhammer is really good. I don't think there's any of them I've been disappointed with. Now, is there some that's probably been a little better than others? Yeah, I think so. But I definitely haven't run into anywhere it's like, man, this wasn't worth it. That's just me. I wonder if we can beat these armies, man. We got a pretty significant armies there, actually. Ooh, that dwarf upkeep is so expensive. What do y'all think? Should I do a grudge thrower or a bolt thrower? What do y'all want me to get? I'm gonna wait just a minute for y'all to give me. Is the new Thrones of Britannia worth the money? It depends, Greg. If you're really into the historical titles, then I think yes. But if you feel like you like Warhammer better than you like Rome 2, one of the others, then my guess would be no. But it's up to you. It depends on how much you're gonna play it. Alright, everybody's saying grudge thrower because the Slayers are anti-large. Fair enough.
Yes, for Slayer Cape.
This is probably going to put us in the hole some, but I'm going to do it anyway. Nest Desmet says, hey Air, how do I donate/sponsor on a PC? So it's easiest to do on the YouTube Gaming website or the YouTube Gaming app. But you can do it on the regular YouTube website. It's right above the chat where the live chat's at. There's a thing that says sponsor. That's the one that will notify me here live that you have donated and sponsored the channel. I also have a Patreon page. You can do it that way. But yeah, if you're on a mobile device, you got to go to the Android store or the Apple store, get the YouTube Gaming app, and it's right next to the chat. Can anybody in the chat here verify that if you're just on the regular YouTube site, it's right above the live chat? That's where I've seen it. So you all tell me. Let's make sure we get it right. But that's where I've seen it previously. We're gonna have a rebellion here in a minute. Solo66, I don't know if I said hi to you yet, but thanks for joining today. Good to see you back. Appreciate you sponsoring. Alright, we're getting attacked by a crap load of Gobos. So, Gobbo King, if you're still out there, you think I'm going to win this or not? Gobbo King's probably going to be rooting against me here. If he was playing as these Gobos, that would have me pretty worried. I do play with mods, William. I don't use overhaul mods a lot, but I like to use map mods, the camera mod, home region movement bonus mods. Like, there's definitely mods that I like to play in the campaign. I'm gonna kind of put like these guys in a front line, put the Slayers in kind of like an unbreakable second line. That way they don't take the charges. I'm gonna have to put these dudes up front. These guys can be in back. Ungram. Okay. We don't have our grudge throwers yet, unfortunately. Let's get our flank right up against this rock. See you later, Great Book of Grudges. Thanks for joining. Do appreciate the lore as always. Happy to have you on anytime you can. Alien, I'm glad you're enjoying the chat. My chat is usually a pretty good place to be, which is a rarity in YouTube chat these days, so thank you all. Thank you, Alien.
Pick your targets well. Thunderous! Quarterlet!
Let's run these guys down. I'm gonna try and kill all their missiles. Let's get ready to shoot these incoming reinforcements. Quarrelers, focus there. Let's use these miners, keep these skulkers busy for a second. Okay, those guys aren't gonna make it around my flank. Let's go over here to the flank so we can do some shooting. Keep wiping these guys out. Don't have any runes yet on my runesmith. Wiped out the wolf riders. Let's keep killing gobbo archers. This is gonna be a tough fight. I need to make it all the way over to this flank and see if I can shoot up this infantry blob. Save my giant slayers. Alright, the skulkers got outflanked now. Keep killing archers. Let's get over here so we can kill these orc air boys. Got a bit of a break here. Let's team up there. Pushing through here. There's your target. Quarrelers are doing good work. Quarrelers are fantastic early game skirmishers. I'm actually going to chase this skulker because I think it's going to come back from routing and attack my missiles. Come on, kill those arrow boys. Shouldn't take too long. Because I need to get over here and start peppering this blob. In fact, let's just ignore the arrow boys. They're a waste. Let's get up here and start shooting the blob. Get away from me, skulkers. Quarrelers focus over here. Alright, let's bring these guys back. We're wasting a lot of effort here. The arrow boys will fall back from me. Do we got a good line of sight here? I think so. Should be able to start shooting that blob in the back. It's going to be a tough fight, but I think we can win. Let's head over into this infantry blob. I'm going to ignore the gobbo archers from now because they'll be annoying to run down. The skulkers already came back. It's the annoying thing about greenskins is they just keep coming back. Look at these arrow boys going to charge me in melee. You pieces of crap. Let's take a slayer out here and help wrap up these arrow boys. I'll move over to this blob. We are losing a lot of slayers in this fight to the archers, which is unfortunate. Send some help over here. Kill those arrow boys. Think the goblins are gonna get worn down here. This guy's down to only a few slayers. Let's start chasing these archers off so they can't shoot me anymore. Go over here. How long can those arrow boys last in combat against me? That's getting kind of frustrating, honestly. Lost some dwarf warriors. My giant slayers are almost gone. It's not ideal. I don't know if I can pull them out of that fight. They'll die anyway. Just get back over here. There we go. Let's actually keep the infantry out of that fight. Let's just get our guns set up because I think they'll kill these guys faster than the infantry will. Let's see if we can kill these orc arrow boys. We're actually about to run out of ammo with my quarrelers, but about to get a greenskin firing squad. We're gonna lose our giant slayers. That's actually kind of crappy because we're not gonna be able to re-recruit them until we get to a tier 4 settlement, but they were costing me a lot of upkeep. These Thunderers are now gonna be able to do some good work here. Just executing these orcs. Point blank range. Looks like a bunch of orc air boys still coming back. All over the map. Let's go chase them off. That should be the end. Ungram picked up 70 kills. Attaboy, Ungram. The only bad thing is now is we've gotten our army so beat up that I can't take their settlement, and we're going to have to fall back and try and hold. Jacques asking me, is lag or ping an issue with Total War Online when you play from all over the place? I don't have a ton of issue with lag online. It can certainly happen. But I don't experience a lot of it. I don't know if it's because I'm getting pitted against people close to me or what. I need the replenishment rate here, actually, as much as I'd like to take the money. I think I've gotten like 700 or 800 kills on a unit before, Alien. Like with the Sorcerer Lord, when I've gotten a ton of magic into blobs and stuff. What about you all? What's your own personal records? Yeah, we lost our Giant Slayers, but we'll replace them with the Standard Slayers here, which are probably better for this early game anyway. Let's do this Khazad subsidies. Alan Barker, how are you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. I'm doing well. Thank you for being here. Jacques says he's from South Africa, so not a lot of local players. I actually got a good buddy who lives in South Africa. I don't know if he plays Total War. He's a good friend of mine. He lived in Arizona when I was out there for a while. Fantastic guy. He keeps telling me I need to come visit Cape Town. Maybe I will one day. It's quite the flight. $675 on a unit of Chaos Knights in FFA. Holy crap, Blinky. That's insane, man. Yeah, we're about to get a rebellion down here. Karakadrin has decent defenses. Oh, we got an engineer? When did that happen? Did y'all catch that? I didn't catch that.
Artillery train to speed us up.
Yeah, we are definitely about to get hit by a rebellion. It's gonna come at our capital though, fortunately for me, which is better defended. It's not great, but with 2 Thunderers, some Quarrelers, I think there's walls, yep. So we'll be alright for a little while. Do Rune of Oath and Steel. Engineers aren't worth much. I don't know, Tom. In campaign, they're pretty good. I wouldn't underestimate them in multiplayer, too. Occasionally, they can do big things. It's kind of hard to get them to shoot their gun right, but they've got a lot of other uses. Oh, change the, yeah. So someone's saying I should change the thing to where it gives a public order boost. True. I should probably do that. If we fight our way past this rebellion, we'll get it done. It's going to be hard to overcome these guys because they're going to just keep recruiting a ton of trash units. And we're going to have like a really decisive victory over them. And honestly, Slayers are... they're not the greatest unit for that, really. This army is suffering attrition, which is actually good for me.
One rag.
Let's move up, but we want to keep replenishing, and I want to try and put some pressure on these gobos. I'm kind of hoping that that rebel army will attack me too early, but I don't know if they will or not. We got a grudge to get rid of them. The rebellion grudge. Well, that's good. We can earn some oath gold off of it, hopefully. We can actually make stuff in our forge now. an enchanted item. Slayer's Belt gives us physical resistance. I don't have anything else to use this stuff on anyway, so might as well. There we go. First time we use the forge. Gonna make a Slayer's Belt.
To die in battle.
How about you don't die in battle? That'd be even better. The siege holdout team could be good. Fighting against Chaos and Norska. We probably won't be fighting against greenskins in the short run. Holy cow. We definitely want that. I'm thinking Ruinous Rival will be better because we're going to be fighting against Norska probably later in the game, and it'll have more use later in the game. Let's see what we do here. Where's the Emperor during all this? I don't know. Which Emperor are you talking about? New Zealand is the worst off for ping? It could be. It's ways out there.
I am Iron Fist. Some call me a king.
Yeah, I mean, the
You're
engineer
welcome
probably
here.
did come from a quest. Nads. Probably so. Mr. Hiss, probably not going to be doing any Rome 2 anytime soon. I'm enjoying all the other stuff way too much. I've got way too much going on for Rome 2 to be the focus for me. I understand a lot of people like it, but that's, yeah, for me, it's just not there. Equip the Slayer item. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. Thanks. I'll go equip it. Alright, so the Slayer item. Yeah, these goblins are just building up a bigger rebellion, unfortunately.
You're not right, Dad.
Not much I can do about that at the moment. So if I don't keep the pressure up here, we're never gonna... Karak Ungor, though, has a pretty... I don't think we have a choice but to go back and keep our capital from getting wrecked. It's a long march home. Let's start it, because they're going to have to siege it. They won't get it instantly. I'm not going to improve anything up here, because we're probably going to lose it. But we got to take these guys out. Public order. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Let's make another Slayer belt. And let's go equip those. There we go. Let's put them on these two guys. There we go. Alright, well, Dismet, hang on. I'll check my email here real quick. Let's see. Yep, sure enough, man. I just had a couple guys do some sponsor or some huge support for me on Patreon. So let me call them out real quick. I'm gonna give them a wah too because they deserve it. Thanks for bringing that to my attention, Sinister. Nest Desmet says he couldn't find the sponsor button, so he donated $10 on Patreon. So thank you so much, man. Let's get a big wah in the chat for Nest, or Desmet Nest. So thank you very much. And then also Dylan Figueroa also pledged $5. Let's get a big wah for him. So thank you, Sinister, for making sure I saw that, and thank you, Desmet Nest and Dylan Figueroa. Let's give them some big wah in the chat because they are supporting in a big way, just like all the other people who sponsored. I know you don't have a badge or something on here, but if there's something I can do for you in the campaign, let me know. I don't have a lot of characters to name after you right now, but there's units, settlements, you name it. I'll help you out. Sinister, you got to help me keep an eye on it. Thank you guys for supporting. That is fantastic. Really appreciate it. For Rome, I meant Wa. Nice, like an alien. Philip says, is the line of sight on guns better? I don't know yet, Philip. I haven't gotten a chance to test it. I hope so. I haven't seen any patch notes or anything yet either. They're not available. And even if they were, they haven't published them to you all, and I wouldn't be able to tell you, but I haven't seen them. Am I going to go back to online battles tomorrow? Yeah, probably so. And I'll be recording some more stuff tonight, too. We'll probably do like an official start to this. Well, actually, we'll probably do the second part of the Alariel campaign as an upload. And I might do another shameful display. Diplomatic. I don't want to, like... I don't need bad public order either, but whatever. I guess I'm going to have to eat it. I don't really want to make Karak Zepbar hate me, too. These guys will probably turn around and attack me right before I can get there to support. Rebellion grudge and the Groby Scum grudge. Yeah. We'll deal with these guys as soon as I get a chance. David Galloway wants a Slayer named after him. Okay, thanks, Sinister. I got it.
It is time.
Hang on, let's do it this way. Galloway Slayers.
I must fulfill my Slayer oath.
Thanks, Joshua. I'm glad you like the content. Fritz is asking about whether they fixed the lighting in the SSAO. Again, I'm not sure yet. If I hear something, I'll let you know. In fact, I'll try and ask that question in the Discord. Sinister got silenced for spam. Did he really? Yeah, YouTube needs to add a whole bunch of different chat options. Theirs is definitely not as good as Twitch yet. That's for sure. They are just not there yet. So, they've done a lot of things that were helpful, but... Well, at least we'll get to put down these goblin rebel scum. Let's put them out of their misery. Andy said they fixed the SSAO, just what I wanted to heard. Well, I hope so, because I did see like a lot of flickers and stuff. Yeah, isn't there a DVR on the stream right now where you can kind of like go back and view earlier on the stream on YouTube? I know that's definitely something Twitch can't do. YouTube's made some improvements to their streaming. Streaming on YouTube was definitely pointless even just a little while ago. It's definitely not pointless now, but obviously the streaming audience has already grown bigger on Twitch. And Twitch is just a platform more focused on gamers, whereas YouTube, they're actually not always that friendly to gamers, honestly. So, I'm not always a huge fan of the way that YouTube... Back in the day, they didn't even like partnering gamers. So, they were not always real helpful. Let's actually get group 1, put them back like this, because we're going to get our reinforcements. We got our grudge throwers and our engineer. Let's push these guys up, and let's spread them out just a little, so... There we go. Yeah, YouTube's kind of gotten... They've gotten a little bit out of control. Obviously, it's still a platform I like, because this is where my channel has grown, and I want to stay here, but... I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, there's a couple of reasons why I don't use Twitch as much. One, it's just not good for uploads yet. If they get better at that over time, it'll change things. Two, my audience is here, right? And so I want to be here where my audience is. Could I translate them over to Twitch? Maybe. If I do enough work, I might be able to do that. But, yeah, that's, for me, a couple of the reasons. Okay, our grudge throwers are doing some pretty darn good work. I need to go back and check on the chat for a minute. Okay, Sinister got unsilenced. That's funny, it silenced the mod. Again, that's something they probably need to let me have controls over that aren't there yet. Could there be a Slayer named after me? Yes, Nest. Remind me when I get out of here and I'll do that for you, bud. If I forget. But yes, I can name a Slayer unit after you. Happy to do so. Thank you for the support, man. That's huge. You're fantastic. Remind me when I'm out of the battle, and I should be able to help you better.
Nothing can stop us.
Let's take all these units. Control 1. Hang on, wait a minute. Control 1, group 1, group, hard group. There we go. Alright, all my skirmishers are about to do some major damage. We better get group 1. Start attacking. Let's attack those. Move it! My Thunder's doing some work. Oh, those boar boys, we're gonna have to watch out for those. Let's swamp them. And let's swamp these chariots. Let's get on the chariots with our lords too. Start shooting those chariots if we can reach them. Chase down the boar boys.
Strike out! Swords, ready axes! Blow through!
These guys back here. See if we can get some angles. Grudge Thrower's taking out the Doom Diver. Wow, these Slayers got wrecked on.
Go! Charge! Slayers!
Probably can't catch those guys, so let's just get after these chariots. Chariots can actually tear up Slayers pretty bad if you can't slow them down for long enough to do the damage. Cavalry charges can be pretty devastating. Go over here and get these guys, cleaned all that up. Let's keep cleaning up their skirmishers. Let's get these guys over here. Alright, we cleaned up the boar boys. Their lord's about to rout, so these guys are toast. Alright, so Jake Ridgway and Nest want a Slayer unit named after them. Alright, I will do what I can for you when we get back out on the campaign map. Should be able to just wipe out these units and we'll be there. Yeah, I'm still going, Appius. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Right, and then Starman wants to be a dwarf warrior. Okay. I'll try and remember all this when I get out there. I'm only half here. I'm watching the Champions League. Well, I understand. I may not be as good as the Champions League, Appius. Yeah, Sinister's there to help me out with a lot of those because it's hard for me to catch all the requests with the chat, so I try, but his help is appreciated. Hang on, let's do the unit names real quick. So we got the Galloway Slayers. We're going to rename this one. Let me go back and check what he asked me to do. So it was Nest. Nest Desmet Slayers. Got it. And then this one was going to be the Jake Ridgway Slayers. I don't know if I can fit all that in there, but I'm going to try it. Alright. And then we had down here, got Jake Ridgway in there. Let me see, who was the other one? Starman. Was it Starman? Starman 92. Starman was at the Dwarf Warrior. Yeah, Starman had the Dwarf Warrior. Alright. Oops, Starman Warriors. There we go. I want to be a mod. Next thing I could do for channel. Sinister, are you able to give someone mod privilege? If you are, you can give it to Reptile King. Reptile, as long as you promise not to abuse anything. I don't want to have too many mods, but I'm happy to let you do that.
The Slayer in me seeks death.
And I know I can't do it for everybody, so I'm gonna do it for Reptile King here. But if there's other people, sorry, I can't do too many all at once. But if Sinister can give it to you, I'll let him go ahead and do it. If not, I'll try and take care of it maybe here in a minute. But don't misuse it. You're there to help keep the chat clean, friendly.
I am the Slayer King.
I mean, you don't have to like police everybody's language or something like that, right? But just make sure no one's being ridiculous. That's the only way I would say. Alright, hold on just a second. Let me... Reptile King... There you go, Reptile King.
To die in battle.
Really, we lost the Slayer unit over that? Alright, I gotta get a new Nest of Met Slayer. That's frustrating.
Beards in belts.
The auto-resolve got you,
I
Nest.
must fulfill my
We'll fix it.
Yes.
Get a new one in here for you. Slayers, Jake Ridgway, Galloway. Let's put you on one of these that has a chevron already. Yes. Slayers. There we go. I got you back. You're good. I won't kill you that quick. I promise.
Aye.
Alright, we gotta figure out how to kill these red-eye scum up here. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. Public order and untainted.
Yes.
Slayer King. Ooh, that actually would be pretty solid right here. Get some upgrades. Let's do this one, give herself a little bit more income. I don't want to build that building because I'm actually kind of surprised the Red Eye haven't attacked us yet. Let me get back down to the bottom of my chat so I can see what's going on. Alan Barker. Rename a Goblommer. Sends Banhammer? Banhammer? Is that CYN's like a name or something, or do you just want me to call it Banhammer? Oh, okay, he wants me to name it after Sinister. Got it. Sins Banhammer. I get it all of a sudden. Yeah, I'm slow sometimes.
The Slayer in me seeks death.
There you go. Got it.
One rag.
Got it. I figured it out eventually. Kid's got to be patient with me. I'm a little slow.
Seek our doom.
Alright, let's head back up here and see if we can get some work done. Nashrak's lair is growing. We can definitely use the extra income. I don't think we need to craft anything in the forge right now. Let's just save some of our... We wiped out some grudges. We need to go kill this guy, Oh, the underway stance. Thank you for reminding me about that, David. Holy crap, I'm stupid. Appreciate it. You forgot the apostrophe? Oh yeah, I did. That's why you're a scholar and I'm not, Hibernia. I'll put the apostrophe in there. Well, you guys keep me in line here, don't you? Okay, let's see here. Alright, here we go.
I grow restless.
Why does it not show the name over there? There.
I am the Slayer
Underway.
King. Forwards.
Alright, let's move it. We are underway, in the underway. Ooh, sweet, we can get tier 3 here. We're gonna need that. Any chance I could have a lord called Patchy? Yeah, we might. Name the Thunderers, still can't see the target. I'll see if it'll fit. We could name them like LOS issues or something like that, like line of sight issues. Patchy the sometimes salty. Patchy the nearly always salty. Christoph, I don't think you're in the game. What do you want me to name after you? Did I miss something? I've got like a Slayer, a Dwarf Warrior. I don't think we've named the Engineer yet.
To die in battle.
There we go. Hang on, good one. We call it LOS loss. Name the Engineer must be Patchy. Alright, we can do that. I don't know, hang on. Christoph asked for this earlier. Let's name him after Christoph, not me. I'm here all the time. Mug Chug. Do we need like a title here? Ale Chugger. There we go. Oh, come on! Way to click, Air. Hold on, now I gotta go back over there. Christoph Mug Chug. Mug Chug. There we go.
I grow restless.
That one of their armies is gone right now. They could be in the underwave. We gotta get up here and take care of business, though. Let's see. Dwarven Resolve, leadership for dwarf infantry units. That probably wouldn't hurt. Patchy, the psychotic antisocial narcissist of Arkansas. It's quite a title there, Sinister. The Ever Chugger. Marshals, I don't think I have a super chat. I think it's something I have to get with like a Stream Elements, like a Streamlabs overlay or something. I gotta look into it still. I'll try and look later today, but I don't think I have a super chat yet. Archaon, the never chosen. Yeah, he doesn't get picked a lot, Gabriel. Yeah, the red eyes have an army heading underground, but my HeirofCarthage should be fairly well guarded.
Moving.
Do a little bit more replenishment. We'll put the pressure on. HeirofCarthage's 2 turns before it finishes upgrading. Yeah, they could siege me before then. We'll see. So we're trying to get Ornery here. And then the Bugman Grudge. It says, beheld in Grimnir's seething sight, Bugman's brewery was once the greatest of all brewhouses. The fabled Bugman's has created a few casks of which still exist, but it all ended when the Groby fell upon the fortified brewery, enslaving and killing the Bugman clan. Win 3 battles against the Greenskins. We can do this for the Bugman's brewery. We'll do it for the brewery. The only thing I'm worried about with the super chat is like someone will donate money just to put something insanely inappropriate on the screen. I've seen that happen more than once in a stream. We got a new sponsor, Marshall's Voices.
Let's go, lads! To war!
Let's get a huge wah going for Marshall's in the chat. Thank you for sponsoring. The sponsor wah has been insane today, and it's not stopping now because Marshall will not let it. If you have any requests from me, Marshall, let me know. Thank you for sponsoring the channel. You guys are insane. If this keeps up like this, you may be seeing some full-time air. So thank you. Ooh, that's Slayer Ward. We need to make sure that's...
What?
Yeah, good. It's gonna cut the upkeep in my army quite a bit.
Slayer in me seeks death. My vows will be satisfied with this. Attack them!
Continue the siege. See if we can siege these guys out. They are definitely, they were heading for me down here. I don't know where they've gone to, but 1 turn and we'll be upgraded a little here. Public order is almost stable there.
There will be blood.
Rune of Oath and Steel. Forge Fire. Strike the Ruins. I don't know if any of these are super useful, but I have to use them in order to get up here to Wrath and Ruin and others. Sinister, are you serious, man? Don't be giving me too much of your money. You're helping me too much as it is. It's very appreciated, by the way, but good grief. Make sure you keep eating and doing all the things you need to do. Marshall says, nicest guy on YouTube. Well, thanks, man. You're too kind. Thank you again for sponsoring. Really appreciate it, man. Patchy needs monies. If I'm going to do this full time, then yes. I definitely will. Someone says monies and blood. No, I don't need the blood. Definitely don't need a bunch of blood. Not sure what that would do for me. These guys are suffering attrition now too, so that's actually awesome. We've got them trapped. We got them right where we want them. Reptile King, I don't need your soul or your firstborn child, but you being a moderator helps, so thank you. Lachul says he's a fan all the way from Peru. Well, hello. Hope everything's well in Peru. Surely there's a gold mine near you. I think to the south of me a little ways there's a gold mine, isn't there? What's the name of that settlement? I'm pretty sure there is a little ways south. Star Dragon also says nicest guy on YouTube. Well, again, you guys are too kind. Try to be positive, that's for sure. I hear a lot of like negative like kind of stuff, and I like to try and be positive, upbeat. It's definitely things that I need it, right? Sometimes I come home from work and I don't always feel real positive and upbeat, and just want to spread it around. Like hopefully everybody can feel a little more positive. Wouldn't hurt. Let's maintain the siege here. I don't know why we couldn't maintain the siege. They have 6 whole turns, though. That's a long time to wait. But I think we're in pretty good shape. Making a lot of money. This trinket maker could be nice for sure. Because I need some cash, but that's not exactly the settlement where I want to build it. I'd really rather build like an armory. Yeah, I mean, an armory would be good. Not only gold, there's a brightstone mine. Check it out. Brightstone mine. It's further south here. There's gold idols, Mount Gunbad. Is it Mount Gunbad that had the gold? Is this it right here? I was thinking it was somewhere right around here where the gold mine was. Now it says gold idols. I think that's it though. I'm gonna save some money so I can build something better here. Armor for shielded dwarf units, oath stones, leadership for lords, ammunition wagons. Fix my public order. I can't. I mean, yeah, we could build a building to fix the public order. Yeah, we probably do need that. And it gives us dwarf beer. If we can start a trade with anybody. I might be able to trade with Waldenhof. Let's try it. Or Ostermark, my bad.
Approach us, friend, and make your offer.
Empire.
There we go.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. So we'll be able to trade the dwarf beer and the spices and make a little cash on the side. Yeah, okay, Hibernia says Gunbad's the one that makes a ton of money. I'm sieging a gold mine? Well, yeah, I sure am, aren't I? I didn't notice it because it shows the golden idol resource there now instead of just the gold, right? Elliot Peter says, hi, Air from the UK. Really enjoy your Warhammer 2 content. Thanks, Elliot. Appreciate you joining the stream and hope everything is well for you back home in the UK. Star Dragon says, thinking of starting a Total War Warhammer 2 channel very soon. Inspired me. Any advice? There's a lot of people doing it now. My advice would be just, you got to do it because you love it. For me, I wanted to learn. I loved the games. I liked the content that I saw other people making, and I wanted to do something a little more unique. Way back in the day, whenever I started making content, and this was a long time ago, really no one did campaign content. And I did some online, and I did some campaign, and that was really kind of the unique thing that I tried to offer, was that no one was really making any campaign content. And obviously over time that changed. A lot of people started offering campaign content. But yeah, that was really the difference that I tried to make. It was do something different, find a way to be yourself. And then again, personality is part of it too, right? So, just gotta be yourself. See how people relate to it. Roman Heinrich says, hi from the Czech. Actually, I have a good friend of mine at work. His wife is from the Czech Republic. That's kind of cool. I hope everything's well there. Thank you for joining. Star Dragon says, definitely just for kicks, 0 aspirations to go pro. Yeah, I mean, that's the way it has to be. You can't do it with the expectation of it. When I did it, my goal was to get 100 views on a video and to learn how to upload videos and how to edit videos. Like, I just thought it would be crazy cool if I could ever get like 100 views on a video. I had no idea it was gonna grow, and I just did it because I liked it. It was a hobby. You know, I did it in my spare time, and I enjoyed it. And just, it stuck, and I liked it, and I kept doing it, and people started watching, to my great surprise. And that was it. That's how it worked out. So, move to the EU and make it easier to watch your streams. Yeah, but then I gotta move all the way to the EU. And don't get me wrong, not saying anything bad about the EU, but I love my home, just like you all do, right? I don't want to leave my home. Sculpt Vlad says hello from Portugal. Hello, sir. Thanks for joining. Hope everything's well for you at home in Portugal. Alan Barker says, what's the plans for 300k subs? Well, first we have to get there. That would be the first part of the plan. But if you all do, I'm sure I can think up some big event. Some people are saying home is meh, or I'm not proud of home. I don't know. Like, where I live is nice. I'm very happy with it. Star Dragon says, any Deserts of Karak content coming up? That stuff was eye-wateringly good. I'll tell you what, if you want to see some Deserts of Karak content, go over to, oh crap, why can't I think of his name right now? I love his channel. He does such good content on it. Hold on just a second. I'll get you all a link. Oh, why can't I think of his name? Dreamlands, yeah. Dreamlands. He does some fantastic homeworld content, both for Deserts of Karak and the Homeworld Collection. Really, to me, a great commentator. I'll put a link here in the chat if you all want to go check him out. Yeah, Dreamlands is fantastic. I might ask him to send me some replays. I'm sure he would. He still watches the channel from time to time, too. I see his comments every now and then. So, but he is a fantastic content creator for that stuff. Really created a big community for it, kept people interested in the multiplayer, and he really brings it to life. Marshall's telling me I should check out Frostpunk. Yeah, I've had a lot of people tell me I should check it out. I might. I just feel like I don't have any time right now. Pan says, greetings from Poland. Hello, Pan. Hope everything's well for you in Poland. You want to hear a funny life story from me? I say it's funny. I don't know if it's funny per se, but one of the right before it was my senior year, there was a really nice girl from Poland who was an exchange student in her high school, and I got to take her to prom. It was a really cool deal. Very nice. Taught me a lot. Had a lot of fun. I get to hear from her every now and then. I know she's married, has a kid, kind of a lot like me, but she was telling me when I was in Germany, she's like, you should just come over to Warsaw and visit. It's not that far away. And I was like, yeah, it's still a little long ways away, but... Do y'all want Mrs. Air to say hi to the stream? Huh? Why don't you get a bunch of chat there, make her feel guilty if she doesn't come say hi. It's about time for me to get off here, folks. I think the little one's about to wake up. We want to get ready to head to the pool. Let's see here. Alright, I want you to say hi. Come on, come say hi.
Hey, YouTube.
That's probably all she's gonna do for you. Alright, everybody's saying hi back to you, hun. Anyway, fun times. No, Reptile King, she's not shy, but as a lot of people, she probably doesn't like to talk to a whole bunch of random people on the internet. It's not normal for them like it is for me. I've been used to it for many, many years. Other people, not so much. I just want to siege these guys out so I don't have to fight this. I've gone this long. Grills don't exist on the internet. She doesn't sound too impressed. No, she's just not sure what to say to you all, right? You get this random group of people want you to come say hi. And so you're just like, okay, hi. Oh man, it's funny. I'll get her to play a battle with me or something sometime. Have to convince her. Do some commentary with me. Yeah, she did have a video where she did a build if you all want to go see it. She was on a video with me, helped me build a computer. If anyone finds the link, you can put it on there. Mrs. Air built the computer with me. Hey Air, does your get sent down to Australia? I'm not sure what you mean. I don't go to Australia for business. I've not ever been down there. Hopefully, maybe one day. Atplus says, hail the air, Poland is joining in. Oh man, Poland campaign was one of my favorites too. It's funny, the girl I'd known from Poland, she got me this little cat because my cat died while we were friends, and she got me the cat. Yeah, the little air is awake now, so I'm about to head to the pool. Hi, bud. Hang on, I'll see if I can get him to say hi. Hold on. Hey, why don't you say something? Can you do something besides some mouth breathing? You say hi? Hello. Say hi? He's just going for the keyboard right now. Say hi. No, he's just going for the keyboard. Anyway, I'm gonna hop up here in a minute. Anyway, yeah, she got me this cat, and I told her to name the cat for me. And she gave it like some name that I couldn't even pronounce, you know, because of course I can't speak Polish whatsoever. And I was like, well, what's the Polish word for cat? And she tells me, and I was like, I can't pronounce that either. But that ended up being the name for the cat, and honestly, I don't even remember how to say it. So if anybody in the chat knows the Polish word for cat or whatever it was, that's what she ended up naming it. Anyway, I gotta go here in just a second. Let's finish getting Karak Ungur, and we'll call it good. Yeah, when your keyboard lights up all kinds of colors, that's all your kids want to do when they're around your computer. Make him say wah. He doesn't do a lot of talking, but... Oh, Ali is asking about, do I send the giveaways to Australia? If it's something to ship, the only way I could do that is probably if someone helped paid for it, because it's crazy expensive. But when I'm giving away like just game codes, like I am with the current giveaway, then yeah, absolutely. I mean, anyone, anywhere in the world could win it. Alright, these guys should be suffering some pretty big attrition here. Yeah, they're gone. They're toast. We didn't lose anybody's Slayers. The giveaway, I think, ends either on Sunday or Monday.
Onward.
Alright, so we destroyed Red Eye. Good start to a campaign. It was fun. Let's actually delete that because we don't need it. I actually kind of want to put that... Let's delete this one too, because I'm going to put that down here in Nash Raxlair, and we won't need it in both provinces. Karak Kadrin's still a little bit unhappy. Let's build that up. Anyway, I'll catch you on the next stream. Thanks for making this an amazing stream. Really appreciate it. We had a ton of sponsors today. In fact, hold on just a second. Let me go check that out. Oh my gosh, we had a lot of sponsors. Holy cow. So I'll just name them off to make sure I get a thanks to everybody. So Rowan Church, Jake Ridgway, Trevor Berry, Max Masson, David Galloway, Xavion, Bill Hunt, Halo Zero, Chief Dreaming Owl, Uncut Gaming, Blinky, Kevin, Hibernia Scholar, MD, Marshall, and then also on the Patreon we had Nestismet and Dylan Figueroa. So thank you all for all of the support. Thanks for making this a great stream. I will see you all soon on another Total War Warhammer stream.